Hello, and welcome back. I'm having a difficult choice here. I don't like it. But the closest thing to what my character would think would probably be this. But it is also true that the symbols aren't just symbols. They're definitely fucked up cult shit. Fuck it. If it helps to save a worthy man, I will put on the cultist's robes. I pray the Omnissiah gives the blessed Amanat enough fortitude. Pascal grimaces as a new wail of pain rends the air. Oh, I don't like this at all. I do like that I'm being forced to make uncomfortable choices. The heretic's garbs cling to your skin like a greedy leech. Tingling and foul fever spread over your body as though these tatters have imbibed the vile contents of their former wearer's soul. I'm gonna quick save.
I always have a backup plan.
Because I'm kind of not entirely sure how we were going to do everything. Distribution servitor. A heavy crown of golden neural augments rests upon the servitor's head. The crown is bent and broken from ruthless gunbutt blows. The pale body is covered with blasphemous inscriptions carved into the withered flesh. I identify this acolyte as a distribution servitor. I am registering upon it traces of sacrilegious violation of the right of operation. The probability of his responsiveness to commands is below average. I'm gonna have Pascal try and conduct a restart ceremony. Oh fuck, I didn't look at the other options. God damn it. For the glory of the Omnissiah, let this machine spirit sleep, that it may awaken and serve again. Pascal gently touches the servitor's crown, deactivating one of its segments. Let the outer neural connection circuit the plunged in darkness. Oh fuck it, I can't read. Another touch and several lights on the crown go out. Let the command response hub fall silent. Pascal switches to binary speech, accompanying his every action with a line from a sacred hymn. It is amazing how the reverent awe in the tech priest's voice can be discerned even through his rattling voice. Suddenly every light on the servitor's crown comes alive. A shower of sparks bursts from the cosmetics on the servitor's brow, and several black ash-tinted tears run from his empty eye sockets, ready to serve. Energize the hall's power units to the maximum. It will be done. And then
Always keep your eye on the prize.
the command throne. Cultist Gunner, a grim-looking heretic, walks up to you resolutely, blocking your path. As he studies your disguise with suspicion, you note that his left eye has 2 conjoined irises, while his right eye has 4. I don't know you. Who are you, and why haven't I met you before? That's not gonna work. I like how you can throw that out in like almost every conversation. Just, I am the rogue trader of House von Valensis. I'm gonna throw up my hands sheepishly. I'm new. I was sent here to slaughter unbelievers, and I've only just finished. I'm gonna put on a stupid voice. Ah, you're new. That's right. Every newcomer must slit a false believer's throat to prove their loyalty to the edge of daybreak. Did you enjoy it all? You don't have to answer. I can see you did. Go ahead, sister. No? Not ready? Wait, fuck. Do I need to... do you mean it's not ready? Destroy the safety system control altar. Or to Lenovo. Okay, destroy the safety system control altar. Which is there. The altar is adorned with gilded skulls. Threads of metal that used to be electus are fused onto the bone. Once majestic, the altar has now been desecrated with blasphemous images of blue-green suns. Some of its levers and buttons have been pried from their sockets, but the mechanism still glorifies the Omnissiah with its operation. I identify this as the safety system control altar. For our diversion to succeed, this blessed machine must be executed. May its spirit forgive us. I don't want to speak to it. That might set it off. Pascal offers a short binary prayer, then enters command after command to set up a trap for the machine spirit inhabiting the altar. The code born out of the tech priest's tinkering causes the spirit to flutter confusedly in a snare of impossible commands, heat up the altar's circuit boards, and perish forever in showers of sparks that burst forth from the melting wires. May we be granted the Omnissiah's forgiveness for this act. I am registering a general shutdown of the security system.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
And then we should... do we need to hide somewhere? I'll just... Tech Priest's corpse, his throat slit, sits upon a splendid command throne laced with finely wrought motive force paths. A contorted expression of righteous anger is frozen on his face. A black blindfold covers his eyes. This is the Luminodeacon's command throne. This is where the power unit, actuation, and shutdown litanies are recited from. The blessed Luminodeacon himself has had the honor of closing the circuit the motive force flows through. Oh, that's bad. I think his toughness is better than mine. Pascal, kindly sit on the throne and recite the litany. Request denied. I am not authorized to sit upon the Luminodeacon's command throne. Such an act would be considered sacrilege. Pascal, saving the relic and your mentor justifies a minor infraction of the rules. Yep, he bought it. I hope he doesn't have to roll a check, because I don't know. Situation deemed an emergency. I request the Omnissiah's forgiveness for the transgression about to be committed. Tech Priest's body winces from the motive force discharge, but his voice begins to recite the sacred words of the litany as his fingers activate the command runes with precise, unhurried movements. I am recording a successful activation of the power units. And without killing him, and without hurting us, hopefully.
Is there money to be made?
Are we out of the fucking disguises? I have no idea. I think so. Should we level up before talking to him? Should we loot before talking to him? Sure. I do appreciate that I don't really have to look at any of the loot.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
adore them?
I don't like dressing up in cultist shit. It would have been one thing. Oh, dang. Like, I'm thinking of that part in one of the Eisenhorn books where they, like, use some sort of hollow camo thing
I always keep my
to
options
appear
open.
as mutants when they're not, to blend in among mutants. That feels less risky than wearing shit with fucking chaos icons on it. Quick save. Let's hopefully quickly level up first. I wish I had more. I was hoping the operator would have more support stuff. Was unfortunately wrong. I mean, sure. Just get better at that. I kind of want to be better at Xenos lore than fucking the Inquisitor guy. You. You have a power axe, right? I think. Ah, fuck it. If I grab this, does that mean he can use medpacks? I'll just take it. Hopefully it means that. Dang, you have a bunch of shit to choose from. Healing. Yeah? That seems pretty good to me. Can you become a... Nah, I don't see it. I was looking for force weapons. That seems pretty good. I'll grab that. Yeah. No, maybe. Yeah, let's actually grab that. And then that makes his brace for impact thing. I haven't really used that like at all. Let's just improve strength, I guess. What can we do? That's hunger down. That's, you know, she's been stuck in combat a couple of times where I really wished I could just leave. This is effectively disengage. I'm gonna grab that. Awareness might actually not be bad for you. Since, actually Medicaid, because you're running around with a medkit. And I've always have this. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. That's gonna have her focusing on helping our friends with guns. That's fucking goddamn it. More perception, or let's do more fellowship, I guess, since it affects her archetype abilities. Okay. Let's quick save again, so we don't have to redo that for some dumb reason. We gotta help you. In the cycles of the foreordained, there lurks a flaw of worship. What do you mean by that? The tech priest's body convulses. Pain, plaintive creaks of binary prayers come from his vox. As moments pass, the signal becomes less and less clear, as if something twisted and wrong were being added to it. Pascal studies the tech priest's face carefully. His vox system moans in a tragic vibrato. Subject unidentified. This is not the blessed Amanat. Stranger, I request your name. How do you know my mentor's motto? Who are you, servant of the Omnissiah? The fire of the hearth sent forth sparks. The name of this spark is Abel Newman. So they are separate people. Pascal was wrong on that account too. The tech priest looks over at Pascal. For a brief moment his speech becomes clear. The echo of my call has reached you. Good. The iteration is at its end. The design is fulfilled. I'm starting to have suspicions. It's because there was like someone commented, I think it might have been Adira, commented on him, Pascal, being like two people, and there was one thing he didn't have recollection of doing. Maybe this guy, this Newman, has somehow like merged his consciousness partially with Pascal. I don't know. What is the intention? Why are you calling yourself by my name? Was it you who summoned me to Reikat Minoris? What for? I categorically demand an answer. Pascal's voice rises to an intimidating howl, but the delirious tech priest does not seem to understand what he's saying. What design? An intention both cold and honorable to open new gates for the waters of knowledge and comprehension. A plan written so that the righteous may follow. And trust in great pattern of revelation and uniform progression towards it. Pascal's voice is trembling with elation. Those are his words. I have not heard them in so very long. Ask him about the Amanat. You came here because of him, after all. No, the tech priest's weak voice grows stronger. He came because of himself. Myself? To redeem myself, to correct a mistake, Possibly. But how do you... There is a look of gentle condensation in Abel's eyes. Strange, given the circumstances. The hubris of the mind spurs him to build monuments to himself. Do not regret, for all is predetermined by the iteration. A devastating cough fit cuts him off. You hear clang of tearing metal from inside his chest. I'm thinking about Xenogears and the name Abel and the possibility of the writer for this game taking inspiration. I'm not gonna make any statements, but I'm curious where this is going. A cold premonition rakes the heart. The probabilities are dark and frightening. Brother, I do not wish to gaze into them. We are the flame of knowledge that drives the darkness away. Pascal, quickly inspecting Abel's wounds, paying no mind to the blood and sacred unguents staining his sleeves. Unguents. His voice raps soothingly. Do not fear what is to come, brother. We are already here. I examine this tech priest. Her deep burns all over his flesh, and the skin around his augmentics is charred. Blasphemous spells have been carved into his sacred iron, forming unholy litanies of scrap code. It is amazing how robust this tech priest's life support systems have proven to be in maintaining the spark of life in his grievously wounded body. I mean, we might as well ask this. So I guess no spin off in. Yeah. So we're gonna have to try and take him down, which is worrying. As soon as you touch the tech priest's battered flesh, he shifts his gaze to you and says with sudden clarity, "Many sparks have gone out, but not all. The electric shepherds are alive. In the darkness, I heard their prayers. Find them, save them, recite the hymn, to contact circuit restoration, so that you may behold what is hidden." A blast of the motive force runs down the tech priest's body. His face contorts in a mocking grimace. Malformed binary code, repulsively jarring on the ears, pours out of his vox. Information archived to the effect that the circuit restoration hymn is the entrance password to the electro-priest's hiding place. Pascal responds with the dour rhythms of a containment aria. I note with great sorrow that the cultist ritual has been partially successful. My tech brother has been tainted by corruption. He is in the grip of a schismatical and unholy imitation of a machine spirit. It requests immediate activation of the tech source system protocol. What is a schismatical? An ugly mockery of a noble machine spirit created by the warp. Sometimes a few lines of despicable scrap code or a small clump of the motive force falls under the arch-enemy's influence and degenerates into an abomination of this sort, one whose very existence is an insult to the Omnissiah's wisdom. I shall help save him. Possessed man responds with a burst of repulsive laughter. Every now and then a word or two of Gothic finds its way into the binary obscenities pouring out of his vox in what seems to be the schismatical's tentative forays into a language that is alien to it. I didn't realize he was possessed that way. His body convulses. Oh, are we gonna have to fight? His joints twist at unnatural angles with the sound of bursting steel couplings. As the possessed man thrashes about, his internal augmentics emerge gradually through the hanging tatters of his flesh, as though an iron homunculus hidden inside the tech priest were trying to cast off the meat cocoon it no longer needed. Pascal's mechadendrites extend a thin drilling needle. Sacred unguent glistens on it. A code purification aria is heard as the needle sinks into the possessed tech priest's skull and touches his neural augmentic, forming an electric circuit with it. Extreme strain is visible on his face. Furious litanies pour out of his vox. Result, failure. Requesting assistance. Send a purifying charge of the motive force into the possessed man's body. May the machine god heal you. Undaunted, you grab one of the many of the severed cables and press it into the tech priest's body, and a shock of formidable power shakes the possessed man. Machine oil gushes out of its mouth, his mouth. His voice hisses deafeningly as the flow of the motive force burns the corruption in his sacred iron. The overload destroys some of the circuit boards of his neural augmetic, resets its code, and erases the schematical from existence. The tech priest's eye roll up, and he loses consciousness, crushed yet still alive and no longer in the thrall of corruption. With the utmost care, Pascal takes his body down from the mechanism and lays it on the floor. His stirring litanies of gratitude to the Omnissiah echo through the hall. Rest, Tech Brother. We will come back for you when we have done our duty to the miraculous fusion reactor. Lord Captain, the Omnissiah commands a pious mind to strive toward uncovering the truth. Therefore, I will not stop until I find my mentor and understand his connection to this servant of the machine god. I request the privilege of joining your retinue as a rightful companion. I can offer to fulfill the duties of an engineer on your ship in exchange for the right to follow you and conduct my investigation. Item received. Well, absolutely. Welcome aboard.
Always keep your
Again.
eye on the prize.
Did we miss something over here? Apparently we did. Now. I'm gonna have to deal with this bullshit again.
Keep your wits about you.
Please don't accidentally run into some electricity. Okay, get ready.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay. Fuck. I don't like that part. I don't feel like these controls are made for it. I already looked at that.
Is there money to be made?
Always. And you got the password, Pascal? Wait. Did we get the password? That's... Oh. He says something about the miraculous fusion reactor, I think. I feel stupid. Verse 2 calls to you. Let us fill our souls with gratitude towards... the arcane key that closes the circuit? The hallowed contacts. May the unity of the sacred charges power the... So... Only one has learned the path of Snowbeam is worthy of its gift. With the path of enlightenment absorb their... Oh fuck. Wait, shit. Did I not... Did I receive an item? Was I supposed to receive an item that I didn't? I feel like I should have received the prayer, but I didn't. Let me look real quick. Look up online if I was supposed to get something there. I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. I don't exactly know.
Fate and
You know what?
favor the bold.
I found like the combination, but I don't know how you're supposed to figure it out. I think this might be something. Wire junction often marked with the symbol of a key that appears to connect two lines. I think that part is correct.
I always keep my options open.
Meditation bed, neural ports to connect to the cogitator network. I imagine there's hints strewn about. Did I never go here? No, I think I did. Motive 4 circuits. Yeah, I don't know exactly where the hints are. I'm just gonna...
I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experience.
I'm just gonna go there and input the code I found online. Sorry if that makes me a cheater. That's just how it be. So it's gonna be the Omnissiah. The what was it? It's what it was, either 254 or 245. The arcane key. The immortal reason. Verily so, a pilgrim who has learned our ways is worth it. Yeah. Great. I don't know how I was supposed to do that.
Keep your eye on the prize.
Could have brute forced it. What was it, like 5 options for each? Meaning 525, 125 combinations. Wouldn't have taken that long to brute force. Would have been silly, but it is what it is. Okay. These are some interesting things. I'm gonna take them. This arc rifle in particular interests me. Rate of fire 1, recoil 10. Single shots. Also attack all enemies within 2 cells of a target. Can anyone use it? Yes, it would appear so. How would you feel about an arc rifle? I'm thinking that just fits the bill. You give it to the tech priest, that's gonna be good.
Or get left in the dust.
But I thought I would find the fucking monks here. Where what? Did I never... Oh, this laps around. Oh, I'm fucking stupid, man. Wait, was this always here? Could I have gone this way?
Keep my options open.
What is this? Is this the path forward? I might just be stupid. Just in general. Or can I interact with this now, perhaps? Machine alter accept the contact. Oh, okay, got it. That's what I was supposed to get. Okay, there I go, being silly. Please don't attack me. I want to be friends.
Have a backup plan.
Dar Impulse 6. Oh, haven't we heard that name? A shortish, muscular man, wearing the scarlet colors of the priesthood of Mars, steps into your path. The wrinkles on his cheeks and forehead point to his propensity for frequent outbursts of fierce anger, but right now he is showing no signs of aggression. Glowing blue patterns of electric tattoos, or that's what those are. Show through his oddly bluish tinted skin. The man's eye sockets are dark and empty, yet he turns his face straight toward you with no hesitation. He has a sharp, screeching voice, not unlike a bird's cawing. Oh, am I gonna have to do that voice? May the charge of the Omnissiah's mercy persist in the hands of the faithful. May the motive force persist in their batteries. I, Rogue Trader Jane von Valancius, declare this monastery to be under my protection. The man bows his head. The motive force brought you here at the right time, Pilgrim. The hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium receives you, Pilgrim. I am Dar Impulse 6, a servant of the motive force, and the praetor electroid of this sacred monastery. I like the shadows. Pascal bows down humbly before the man. A trill of binary signals come from his vox, to which the praetor responds with a solemn gesture of blessing. Pascal turns to you and says, the rank of a praetor electroid is a sign of high standing with the electro-priest fraternity. To have been granted an audience is a great honor. You have the honor of hosting the Rogue Trader of Host von Valancius. I urge you to follow proper etiquette when interacting with the eminent bearer of the sacred warrant. Within these walls, worldly titles are nothing before the motive force. Your deeds, however, speak far louder than titles, for your path here is sprayed with the blood of desecrators. Dar Impulse 6. It was you, was it not, that Logis Abel came seeking an interpretation? It was to you, was it not, that Logis Abel came seeking an interpretation of his data trance? Yes, Tech Brother Abel arrived here to engage in a magnetic meditation that would help clarify his visions. Unfortunately, the heretic's machinations prevented us from completing the ritual. The esteemed Logis volunteered his help in defending the monastery, but contact with him was lost soon afterward. Tell me more about Logis Abel. We did not speak much to each other. We preferred to devote his time to solitary reflections in his chapel. The Omnissiah has given Tech Brother Abel a gift of great insight, which allows him to discern each individual facet of existence rather than the overall view. This makes his logic different from that of other people. His mind has always been able to combine facts and conclusions into harmonious wholes that were nothing short of beautiful. Many among my flock found his sermons poetic. What kinds of visions was he receiving? The Omnissiah... I'm getting tired of the voice. The Omnissiah's revelations was encrypted with great meticulousness, which indicates its great importance. Grasping it fully is beyond my ability, but a single touch was enough for me to realize the enormity of the secret concealed within. Or more exactly, the secret design, which was how Tech Brother Abel referred to it. His mind had discerned in the world around him traces of some grand silence that he wished to comprehend. I have rescued him from the insurgents. I hope the Omnissiah preserves Tech Brother Abel's life, that he may continue to comprehend the mysteries he has tapped into. Why are you calling me a pilgrim? Only those lay people who desire to experience the motive force are allowed to cross this monastery's threshold. All other are profaners and criminals. You do not belong to the fraternity of electro-priests, but your intentions are good. If you were not seeking the Omnissiah's wisdom, then it was the motive force itself that brought you here to find it. I have a few questions about this place and the people in it. Truth is like light, and blocking its path is criminal. He nods majestically. Who are you? The hard-working servants and dwellers of the Cenobium, electro-priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Corpuscari did us a great honor by entrusting into our care the sacred relic around which the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium was built. What precisely do you believe in? We have devoted ourselves to the worship of that aspect of the machine god which is known as the motive force. It is the blessed divine spark that creates impetus in the universe. The Omnissiah, in his mercy, gave the world the gift of the motive force, and we follow his impulses in order to increase it, bring it to lay people, and protect it from unholy hands. The relic that this monastery protects provides the entire planet of Rykard Minoris with a blessed motive force, and we, worthy though we are glad to serve the ancient machine that dwells in this place. Tell me more about your relic. It would be pointless to describe the miraculous fusion reactor. Only through beholding its ferocious power can one comprehend its blessed essence and fear the might of the Omnissiah. Its core was found 4,000 years ago and delivered to Rykard Minoris by the holy warrior of faith Lock Impulse I during one of his campaigns. Its sacred spark has not gone out for an instant, and the walls and power units of the cenobium have been erected around the relic in order to protect it from ignorant lay people, as well as protect them from its formidable might. Pascal keeps his solemn silence, but the quick clicking of his mechadendrites claws betray his excitement at being so close to the sacred archaeotech. Yeah, a fusion reactor. I imagine that's straight up just a fusion reactor from the Dark Age of technology. The Dark Age of technology is a period of time before 30k. It's like, I don't know when it starts, but it ends around like 26k. It was a time when humanity had like super advanced technology that was lost. That is why it is the Dark Age, because it is veiled in darkness. Not much is known, except what little can be found. Archaeotech from that era is very important. You're not like other members of the Adeptus Mechanicus I have met. Our faith imposes a duty of obedience on us. Every electropriest is given numerous electus that combine in a blessed voltagized circuit, allowing feeble flesh to withstand the might of the motive force. That is why our skin glows with its light, and our eyes boil and melt when we are ordained. Jesus Christ. The Omnissiah's tears is what we call this phenomenon, this dying away of unworthy flesh. As we shun the layperson's primitive means of looking at the world, we gain the ability to sense the motive force around us with our entire bodies. Dang. I understand everything. I am pleased to be the conductor of truth. Now what happened here, and how did you manage to survive? When the heretics descended in droves upon this cenobium, we gave battle, but the unholy foes buried the Omnissiah's warriors under a mass of their bodies, thus extinguishing the defender's sparks of purity. It was then that I ordered my few surviving brethren to retreat into the monastery's secret chambers. Upon taking refuge there, we began to destroy the blasphemous intruders in surreptitious ways. Alas, as fiery as my brethren's anger was, I had no right to permit them to die in honest combat, for the task of taking back our abode still lay ahead of us. I must commend the skill with which your secret chambers are concealed. You hear a tinge of wounded pride in Heinrich's words, as if he's upset about failing to discover the electropriest's shelter. Your choice of tactics was wise as well. There was no point in losing more lives in the massacre than that the cultists wrought. The leader of the heretics fought her way into the ark wherein dwells the miraculous fusion reactor. She is trying to desecrate the right of operation with her unholy litanies, so that the relic may be corrupted, and the world of Rykard Minoris may perish in a fount of fire. But my brethren, in their magnetic meditation, are hampering her efforts by chanting access request prayers in unison, thereby suppressing the commands that the blasphemous... Are you fucking up her attempt to fuck up your tech by all trying to log in at the same time so the servers can handle it? That's the funniest fucking shit I've heard. This holy place be protected against sacrilegious practices. Will be protected, I swear it. In the monastery, I was attacked by people who looked like electric priests. That is a lamentable mistake. We knew of no help that was on its way, and were not expecting to encounter any allies in the monastery chambers. But I see that you are alive, and I mourn the senseless deaths of my brethren. I wonder if you could have so touchingly mourned the Lord Captain's death, or if such sentiments would have only been awoken by the sound of your void ship delivering a punitive strike from orbit. Oh well. My enforcers and the governor's guards can help you reclaim the monastery. I cannot allow this. Lay people are forbidden from visiting the monastery, and only a select few are allowed to behold the ark and the relic within. You and your retinue are pilgrims of a special status bestowed by the Emperor. However, should any soldier unblessed by the Omnissiah cross this monastery's threshold, I will deem them a heretic and have them put to death. Confirmed. The presence of laypeople on monastery grounds without the Praetor Elector's blessing will be regarded as a sacrilegious violation of the holy rite of operation. Heinrich opens his mouth for a second to say something, but changes his mind and quietly clears his throat instead. Cassian nods thoughtfully. Yes, I see. House Orselio follows the same rules when it comes to outsiders. Well, you made the right decision when you chose to avoid combat and save yourselves. Thank you, Pilgrim. It was not easy. Fuck you, Spider-Man. Fuck, this voice is stupid. Watching unholy intruders stampede through the chambers of my temple. We all envied our brethren who had fallen before the sacrilege began. I wish to get to the holy reactor. Were they just saying that we shouldn't? The ark is hidden from pilgrims' eyes, but considering the considering the extraordinary circumstances of your visit to this monastery, I grant you that right. The hall that leads to the High Reliquary has been barred by the enemy, but I will open a secret path for you. Enter the ark. What the fuck was that? Something fell over in my house. I'll check that in a second. Enter the ark and experience the motive force, Pilgrim. We will pray that to the security system that they may refrain from punishing you for your intrusion. And they're being quite literal with that. I must press on. May the charge of the Omnissiah's grace persist in the battles of the faithful. Oh, that was really long. I'll keep it in. I'll end here, and when I see you next time, we'll go to the Ark, I guess. See you later.